Here's a quick rundown of today's top stories, Sunday, February 2nd. The Philippine Coast Guard drives away Chinese vessel as monster ship returns to Zambales coast. The Philippine Coast Guard said it drove away a China Coast Guard ship lingering off the coast of Zambales on Saturday, February 1st, but this prompted the latter's monster vessel to return. BRP Teresa Magbanua, or MRRV 9701, successfully maneuvered CCG ship 3304 further away from the coastline of Zambales, according to Commodore J. Tariella, PCG spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea. He said the crew of the 97-meter-long BRP Teresa Magbanua remained undeterred by the presence of the massive CCG 5901, which measures 165 meters long, almost double the PCG's vessel. Senator Gatchalian says the government must enhance intel capability amid arrest of Chinese spies. For Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, the government should already anticipate the presence of Chinese spies in the country, considering the tensions in the West Philippine Sea. He said in an interview on Usapang Senado over DWIZ that the government should be prepared and expect this because they know they have disputes in the West Philippine Sea, and there are countries that want to gather information about them so they know what actions to take. The National Bureau of Investigation arrested 5 Chinese nationals for allegedly conducting video surveillance of naval activities and facilities in the country. Authorities seized from the group various devices, including drones and closed-circuit television cameras. Foreign Affairs assures Filipinos are doing well in the U.S. amid Trump's deportations. Despite the crackdown on illegal immigrants in the United States, Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo assured that Filipinos are doing well there because of the good reputation they built in many industries globally. Manalo, however, still assured Filipinos in the U.S. that the country's embassies and consulates are ready to provide whatever assistance they may need in case they are in need of it. On the other hand, geopolitical analyst Richard Haydarian suggests that carrying out a symbolic partial repatriation of illegal Filipino residents in the United States, replicating the move of the Indian government, might preemptively appease the looming immigration issues Filipinos might face under the Trump administration. Warm and humid weather persist in most parts of the Philippines, according to PAGASA. Metro Manila and most parts of the country continue to experience warm and humid weather due to the prevailing easterlies. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration said this Sunday, February 2nd. PAGASA weather specialist Benison Estareja said the northeast monsoon, or Amihan, remains weak and is only affecting the extreme northern part of Luzon. Meanwhile, he noted that the easterlies remain dominant and are bringing hot and humid conditions across most of the country. The Manila Bulletin celebrates its 125th anniversary, staying true to its core values of fairness, accuracy, and impartiality. Today, February 2nd, 2025, the Manila Bulletin celebrates its 125th anniversary, a monumental milestone in Philippine journalism. Manila Bulletin is proud to have consistently delivered news, shaped public opinion, and chronicled history through its trusted and responsible reportage that survived many changes in government administrations, elections, natural disasters, a global pandemic, and even 2 world wars. As it marks its 125th anniversary, the Manila Bulletin faces the future with optimism and determination. Its editorial policy remains clear: to uphold decency, principle, and fairness while advocating for the best interests of the country and its people. Gaza ceasefire sees its smoothest exchange yet of Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners. The ceasefire in Gaza saw its smoothest exchange yet of Israeli hostages for Palestinian prisoners on Saturday, February 1st, and the crucial Rafah border crossing reopened 2 days before discussions on the truce's far more difficult second phase begin. The ceasefire's second phase calls for the release of remaining hostages and an indefinite extension of the truce in the deadliest and most destructive war ever between Israel and Hamas. The fighting could resume in early March if an agreement isn't reached. Hamas on Saturday freed 3 male hostages, and Israel released 183 Palestinian prisoners in the 4th such exchange. Another exchange is planned for next Saturday. 7 are dead and 19 injured in a high-impact air ambulance crash in Philadelphia. A person in a car was the seventh fatal victim of the fiery crash of an air ambulance onto a busy Philadelphia street, authorities said on Saturday. As investigators sifted through burned cars, damaged homes, and charred debris for clues to determine why the aircraft plummeted shortly after takeoff. Carrying 6 people from Mexico, including a child who spent months in treatment at a hospital, the Learjet 55 went down just after departing from the Northeast Philadelphia airport, creating what witnesses described as a massive fireball, shaking houses and leaving a chaotic street scene. As of Saturday morning, officials said there were 7 dead, 6 on the jet and the person in the car, and 19 injured. Hospitals said most of the injured had been treated and released. Stay updated with the latest news. Visit our website at www.mb.com.ph or follow us on social media. Thanks for tuning in to the Manila Bulletin Daily Rundown.